All right, folks, good morning. Okay, let's get started here. A little late, sorry, but had a few technical issues this morning. All right, so for today, Monday, February 24th, we have no economic data that is scheduled to be released, so that we do not have to worry about. Taking a look at the markets, let's take a look at the QQQ ETF. All right, presently we're looking like we're going to open slightly higher than where we were yesterday, or Friday, I should say. Friday session was bearish. As you can see, it was a pretty sharp sell-off. So it looks like we're going to open higher on the opening of this session. And taking a look at stocks we found on Friday, we had some pretty good opportunities in the bearish direction to the downside. So we had Amazon, which was able to pass our target number two to the downside and then some. It actually bottomed out at 214.74. Our second target to the downside was 218.36. Marvel was able to reach target number two to the downside of 103.32, bottomed out at 102.36. Then RKLB, that was also able to reach target number two to the downside, bottomed out at 23.36. All right. So looking at the pre-market, here's what we find so far. And I'm just going to jump through these as quickly as possible. So we're looking for NASDAQ stocks, of course. So first thing I'm going to check is CYCU. That is currently down 9.7% on 2.1 million shares. Is at least $1 per share. I'll go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list for stocks. And the symbol again is CYCU. All right, next up is HOLO, HOLO. That is only changed by 0% right now, but it was moving more, so we'll pass on that one. Let's see. Next up is ISPC. That's currently up about 33% on 5.8 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add ISPC to the list. Next up is IVVD, which is presently down 30% on 3.5 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add IVVD. Next up is MLGO, microalgo, currently up 23% on 16 million shares of volume. It's at least $1 per share. We'll go ahead and add MLGO to the list. Next up is nothing there. Next up is ORIS, which is presently up 40% on 19.9 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. Symbol again is ORIS. Next up is PEPG, which is currently up 55% on 2.2 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we can go ahead and add that to our pre-market watch list. The symbol is PEPG. Next up is PLTR, which is presently down only 4.3%, so pass on that one. Next up is RGTI. Okay, that's unchanged, so we'll pass on that one for right now. Let's see, Rivian perhaps. Nope, it's down 3%, so not down enough. RXRX. It's only up 2.8% at the moment, so that doesn't qualify either. SMCI is starting to go down, but I don't think it qualifies. It's down 4%. It doesn't qualify. Tesla's moving right now. Currently up 1.65%, but that doesn't qualify either. So I'll pass on that. And lastly, I have WIMI, which is presently down 9.45% on about 4.1 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we can go ahead and add that to our pre-market radar as well. Symbol is WIMI. All right. That's all the stocks I see so far. So if you folks see any others that meet all four of our criteria, let me know in the chat. Here they are. And we're looking for NASDAQ listed stocks that are trading at least $1 per share in the current pre-market session. Must have achieved at least 1 million shares of pre-market volume and at least a 6% price change, which can be positive or negative. So if you see any other stocks that currently meet all four of those criteria, let me know in the chat and we'll take a look. STEC, okay. All right, that's currently up 290%. 72 million shares is at least $1 per share, so we can go ahead and add that. STEC, the YYAI, that is presently up 195%. Let's say 196%. 62 million shares is at least $1 per share, so we can add that. RETO, oops. That is presently up 166%. 29 million shares is at least $1 per share, so that does qualify. FRSX, that's presently up about 32%. 7.5 million shares is at least $1 per share. So FRSX is added, and then LGMK, that is presently up 9.14%. 2.2 million shares, but it is under $1 per share. It's only 28 cents, so we'll have to pass on that one. All right, so we'll go ahead and wrap up for today's pre-market pulse. Please be sure to like the video. See, we have 4 likes, but more than 4 people are watching, so please be sure to hit that like button. It greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to our channel so you get notifications. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, which is our website. You will see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone who's part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 17 minutes, and we'll pick up for today's session. All right, folks, have a great trading day. I'll see you for tomorrow's pre-market pulse. Take care.